Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Win with Ryan here. Don't forget to join the Winners Circle. You can do that at winwithryan.com. Get on our newsletter. So today we got a great video coming to you. We are going to talk about several things when it comes to crypto today. We're going to talk about Bitcoin obviously hitting its all-time high and continuing to go up. Where is it going? And why are there not tons of searches for it right now? Where's the hype? Why is no one even cares that Bitcoin hit the all-time high? Obviously, with what's going on in the world, that might be part of it as far as that goes, but Bitcoin always leads all the other tokens, which leads us to the next part of the video. We are going to talk about the price analysis for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and also XRP. So stay tuned. Hope you enjoy the video. All right, so here is our first article we're going to cover today. What Bitcoin all-time high? These three charts prove new retail buyers aren't even here yet. These are just moving numbers because of whales and existing suppliers. So William Suberg writes, Twitter, Wikipedia, and even Google search activity point to a world still unaware of the best macro asset available to anyone. Bitcoin, BTC, has gained 30% in a week and topped out at $23,777 on December 16th, but hardly anyone in the world knows yet, data suggests. According to the charts tracking public awareness of what Bitcoin has done recently, interest is still a fraction of what was during its run to previous all-time highs exactly 3 years ago in 2017. And you know what they say, history repeats itself. So Twitter sleeping on BTC outside CT. Anyone who regularly reads crypto Twitter, also known informally as CT, may have the impression that the entire social network revolves around Bitcoin price action in 2020. This is not the case, however, as statistics show that beyond CT, Bitcoin's highs and lows this year are hardly a trend at all. The status quo is only now beginning to change, but according to analytics resource, the TIE, tweet levels are only roughly where they were in January of 2018, already after Bitcoin hit just under $20,000. So if we look here at this chart here, Twitter was going nuts back in 2018 and the end of 2017 when Bitcoin was on its all-time run high at that point of over $19,000. And now obviously it started the price trended down, and so did the price talk on Twitter. But as you can see, the price has been significantly shooting up over these last couple of months, and there's been hardly any reaction at all to Twitter and the search terms as far as price action goes until just this last candlestick. There's a bar here. As you can see, it's finally catching on, but this run has been on its way for quite some time. So Twitter volume for Bitcoin, 3-year chart source, the TIE. And as you can see here, it's 2018 and it continued on, and now we're in 2020, the end, and it's barely starting to peak up. While roughly moving in step with the price action, Twitter activity is indicative of a curious reversal in sentiment when it comes to Bitcoin and the mainstream. Consumers seeing headlines about price bubbles and criminal machinations genuinely appear to have dismissed crypto altogether, with the exception of the odd surprise publicity campaign. Wikipedia shows no desire to learn about Bitcoin. The theory holds true when looking at the popularity of Bitcoin on Wikipedia. Page views in December of 2020 are but a small uptick on an otherwise flat landscape. Compared to January 2018, there was no contest. Appetite for learning what Bitcoin is was an order of magnitude higher than it is today. So as you can see here in this chart here, this was back in 2018 when it was making its first run up to its first major all-time high of over $19,000. You can see here the search terms on Wikipedia for what is Bitcoin and Bitcoin related terms was just going up out through the roof. And then obviously as the price came down, the interest of search came down, and it just remained steady. Even right now, there isn't even a peak at all as far as it goes. Now that is a huge, huge positive for us Bitcoin holders and Bitcoin traders, because if no one's even talking about it yet and it's already running up to 23,000, right now it's sitting at 23,036 exactly as we speak. It's running up like that and no one's even talking about it. So imagine when the normies start to really get a hold of this and where it goes from there. Interestingly, even the crisis surrounding COVID-19 and its impact on the markets in March, combined with Bitcoin's record recovery to all-time highs, failed to catch the attention of the majority. Few are Googling Bitcoin. Lastly, a global measure of what internet users are searching for underscores how little exposure Bitcoin has right now and the potential for it to transform. In what is perhaps the most surprising chart of all, according to Google Trends data, the term Bitcoin is less popular this week than in early December or even November. So let's take a look down here. So even May's block subsidy halving event proved more popular than this week's all-time price high, suggesting once again that people inclined to Google about Bitcoin at all already have some specific interest in cryptocurrency more generally. Mainstream consumers have no incentive to become involved, or so they think. So as you can see here, as far as Google search interest for Bitcoin on a 12-month chart. So this was back here in the beginning of 2020, or it's December of 2019 to be exact. The search kind of went up, and then the fork, March was the fork here. Search terms during COVID kind of came down, and then right here was November, but right here at the all-time high, which is current now, the search terms is not even there, which that is fantastic, because once those people get their head around after Christmas, right? Everyone's going to be sharing it at Christmas and the holidays about Bitcoin, how cool it is. People are giving Bitcoin as gifts. After that, 2021 hits, the knowledge starts to, some of the stuff relieves itself from the world. Peace of mind comes. The busyness of December gets over with. All of a sudden, new year, new focus, boom, Bitcoin goes on another run, or just continues its run on this parabolic trail that it's on. The evidence all points to the fact that Bitcoin, despite being a different asset to what it was 3 years ago, has not even touched mainstream consciousness. Institutions, however, are already ahead of the game. Commenting on the phenomenon, popular Twitter account Polkadot Brown said that his personal contacts are only prepared to buy, paradoxically, once Bitcoin USD hits new all-time highs. This is the mentality of most retail investors, he wrote. So as we know, it has hit its new all-time high, which is fantastic. So get ready for more people starting to stream in. Like I said, once the busyness of the holidays is, now this is just my personal opinion, my speculation, but get ready for a great run. So also never invest more money than you can afford to lose as far as that goes when trading. So let's talk about now the price analysis for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. So let's now talk about price coin analysis for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. All right, great. So this is the price analysis for December 18th, brought to you by Rakesh Upadehi. And this is going to be Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP. There's also others. So if you would like to go to Cointelegraph.com and do this research, you're more than welcome to. A handful of altcoins look ready to move higher as Bitcoin price enters a short consolidation phase. Christopher Wood, the global head of the equity strategy at Jefferies, has dumped 5% of their physical gold position in order to buy Bitcoin. This move shows that growing number of institutional investors consider Bitcoin to be at par or better store of value than gold. Wood also said that if Bitcoin were to have a big correction, he would buy more. The fact that institutional investors are content purchasing in the $16,000 to $20,000 range suggests that institutional investors are not worried about a pullback, as they view it as an opportunity to accumulate for the long term. So in other words, buying right now at $23,000, buy a lot of it, right? That's what they're doing. If this were to even drop back to 15,000, all they would do was buy more. They wouldn't cry and be like, oh no, I just lost thousands and thousands, well, for them, millions and millions, hundreds of millions of dollars. They would just put more in there because they know that it's going to be going back up. So One River Digital Asset Management also recently revealed a $600 million bet on Bitcoin and Ether. CEO Eric Peters said the hedge fund plans to buy more Bitcoin and Ether in the first half of next year to take a total allocation of its assets to $1 billion worth of investments in crypto. This is future signal that the institutional demand for crypto assets is likely to remain high going into 2021. So Nigel Green, founder and CEO of DeVere Group, expects Bitcoin's bull run to continue in 2021 as the digital assets rally will be supported by the influx of some of the world's biggest institutions. Green expects Bitcoin price to at least rise by 50% or even possibly double next year. However, not everyone is convinced about the prospects of Bitcoin. Billionaire Mark Cuban said that Bitcoin is not a hedge against doomsday scenarios and it's unlikely to replace fiat currency anytime soon. Will Bitcoin correct in the short term and give a bragging opportunity to naysayers, or will it continue to rally higher? Let's analyze the charts for the top 10 cryptos. We're just going to do the top 3. So we're going to do Bitcoin, BTC versus the United States dollar, meaning what is it? What does Bitcoin equal to the United States dollar? 1 Bitcoin equals this much United States dollar. So Bitcoin, BTC, picked up momentum after it crossed the $20,000 psychological barrier on December 16th. The up move continued on December 17th, and the price hit a new high at $23,795. So let's take a look at the chart here. As you guys can see, the price kept on climbing slowly, steadily. Came up here, it hit this resistance line, and then it came down and it hit this support line. So you can look at these lines where the numbers go up and hit it, and it hit it and hit it and hit it and hit it, and they can't bust through like a ceiling, right? That's the ceiling, and that's called a resistance line. It's resisting you continuing up. Now the opposite, when it's going down and it continues to hit down and down and down, and it won't go lower than that, that is the support line. Okay, so it went up, hit this resistance, came down, hit the support. It went up this day, hit the support again, and now it's on to its way to, it hit resistance, and then bam, like a rocket ship, it busted through there. Now what's really exciting, as you can see, these are the moving averages. The red one is a moving average, and it's been above that. That means it is in an uptrend. It is also above this moving average here. Now you'll notice it gets real close to this moving average, right? And it even taps it, even went below it here, but shot back up above it and staying there. Kind of went under it here, but it's moving up. All right, so with that being said, it is in an uptrend. So what they're looking for right now, it is potentially going to come down to here. And this, what was considered a resistance line, is it going to check it and become the new support line? Only time will tell. Or will it just continue up? So Bitcoin USD pair has formed an inside day candlestick pattern today, which usually acts as a continuation pattern. This pattern suggests that bulls are taking a break after the aggressive buying for the past 2 days. However, the positive thing is that the price is close to the recent high, which suggests that the bulls have not closed their positions in a hurry, even after the sharp rally for the past 2 days. This indicates that traders expect the rally to extend further to 25,000 and then 26,000. So everyone in the Bitcoin world right now expects this to continue going up all the way to 26,000. Okay, so let's go to Ethereum now, or let's finish this off actually. On the downside, the critical level to watch for is 20,000. If the bulls flip this level to support, then the next leg of the uptrend could resume. However, if the price dips below 20,000 support and fails to recover, the pair could witness a deeper correction. Ethereum, let's talk about ETH. Ether from the Ethereum company. Ethereum broke 622 resistance on December 16th, which completed the ascending triangle pattern. This bullish setup has a target objective of $763. Ethereum is currently sitting at $655 as we speak. But as you can see here, Ethereum was continuing its uptrend as well. And it continued up and up and up. And this Ethereum is a day chart. It went up here and it hit this resistance line, came back down, hit the moving average, bounced back up, resistance, 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 came down below this moving average, but it hit this new trend line that it has going. It's got its own little trend line here, and boom, it popped back up. So now it is now above this, what was a resistance. It is becoming a support line, so we'll see where it goes from there on its way up. However, after the breakout from a pattern, the price usually retests the breakout level. Even in this case, the price has corrected to 622.807. If the bulls can flip 622.807 to support, it will suggest the traders are buying at this level. That increases the prospects of the continuation of the uptrend. The rising moving averages and the relative strength index, RSI, above 64 suggests that the bulls have the upper hand. And so as you can see here, this is the RSI here. And like it says, it is above the 60 level there. So good news for you buyers and holders out there. Let's talk about XRP. So XRP, if you've been with me, get that X up, right? So XRP, we were in this thing at 24 cents. And we've been on the ride ever since. So XRP broke above the downtrend line and the 20-day exponential moving average. So let's take a look here. So this line is the exponential moving average, and it went up and up, came down, it went up, and it's hitting this resistance here, came down, and then it hit this support level, which is here, and it also bounced off of this moving average, and it bounced back up. Now, it did start a little downtrend here on a daily small time frame downtrend. It broke through that, and it's currently sitting above it. So we are hoping that it just retests this trend and continues to break structure. We don't want it to be in this market structure for us buyers. We want it to break that structure. Now, the inside day doji candlestick pattern hints at indecision among the bulls and the bears. If the price dips below the 20-day EMA, XRP USD pair may drop to 50 cents and then all the way again to 43 cents and a half. If that happens, it will suggest that the pair may remain range bound for a few days. A breakout of 67.94 will invalidate this view. So we are hoping that it breaks out above 67 and all the way up to 68. And then we're moving up into the $14 range by the end of 2021 is what a lot of people are saying. So that is the price analysis. I wanted to show you one more thing too, though. So if you guys are interested in learning about some of this stuff, like how are you knowing about trading? By the way, you can make money in the crypto markets by buying and selling. You don't have to only buy and sell. You can actually trade, day trade, swing trade, and stuff like that. My knowledge has been coming from Epic Trading. I just recently became a scholar with them. I've been learning all kinds of information, loving it. They have an Epic University, which is teaching me all the different trading terminologies, how it works, why it works. They have Epic Trade Alerts. They send out trade ideas that you can place those trades in real life and make real life money while you're learning, which is great. Live trading sessions, you can actually watch live traders doing what I just did, but in much more detail. And they go over the crypto markets, they go over the indices, they go over spot metals, gold, silver, all those different things, and also all of the foreign exchange currency pairs. They teach you fundamental analysis. They give out a weekly market forecast. Where is the market going for both crypto and also the foreign exchange market? And tons of member support. If you are interested in learning how to trade, it is my favorite way to make money online. All you have to do is go to winwithryan.com, join the winner's circle, and on the other side of that, there's a full in-depth detailed video explaining what trading is, how to get started with Epic Trading, and how to join my team. So if you're wanting to make money, you can make money right from your phone trading in 2021 coming up. So get started now, build your momentum. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe to the newsletter. Love you guys. Thank you so much.